Welcome to the Find Your Leadership Confidence podcast with Vicki Noethling. You are about to discover impactful lessons that help you grow as an individual, grow your confidence, and find the positive and good within you, so you powerfully and authentically become the best version of yourself. Be sure you visit our website at www.findyourleadershipconfidence.com. While you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now tune in, get ready, and enjoy the journey of emerging as a leader of exception in the 21st century.
Welcome, everyone, to the Find Your Leadership Confidence podcast. I'm your host, Vicki Noethling, coming to you from Roswell, Georgia. The goal of this podcast is to bring topics and guests that will empower you to become that confident leader and take your business and your life to the next level. Today, I am very excited to have, finally, I've been trying to have this guy on my podcast for a while, Dr. Yaniv Zaid. And let me tell you about Dr. Yaniv. He is known to the world as Dr. Persuasion, an economist, I can say that word, economist and attorney. He acts as a business consultant to government departments, private firms, and public organizations. And he holds a Ph.D. in law and utilizes the rich knowledge and experience to help others achieve their success. Dr. Zaid is the author of 11 best-selling books, including Public Speaking, Creative Marketing, and Sales Bible. And he often is invited to lecture and consult to people around the world. He is placed second in the 2003 World Ranking of Public Speakers. So a great accomplishment there. Today, we're going to talk about viral marketing and how to make people talk about you. So please join me in welcoming my guest, Dr. Yaniv Zaid. Hello.
Hi, Vicki. It's great being here. Thank you.
I know. And, we both want to make people better speakers, and you have to communicate in the world. And it's often as entrepreneurs that we do all things, but we forget about one thing, and that is making people want to talk about us. We are this hidden gem in a basket full of other gems. And so how do we stand out? So great topic to have. But before we get into that topic of viral marketing, let's do the two questions I always ask, simple questions. Where do you call home? Where do you live right now?
I live in Israel, in Tel Aviv. And now in Tel Aviv. It's the afternoon in Tel Aviv. And I've been living in Israel all my life. I'm a proud Israeli.
That's awesome. And talk about your journey. We gave all of these accolades. What made you become Dr. Persuasion? So talk about this journey that took you from that young man to where you are today as an established speaker and Dr. Persuasion.
Great. So I'm 47 years old now. I'm married for the second time. I have two kids. Now they are 13 and 15 years old. Oh. And when I was a student 23 years ago, I studied the law and economy in Haifa University. Haifa is a town in north of Israel. And then I joined the debate society, and I participated in many competitions worldwide in Israel and abroad. And I got many accomplishments. You mentioned few. I was in the semi-final of the 2002 European Championship, number 3 in the world in the World Championship in South Africa in 2003. And then I saw that the debate is a method that is very common in the world, but in Israel people almost don't know anything about it. So I started teaching it, and I wrote a book. My first book, it's called Public Speaking. Later on, it became a bestseller on Amazon as well in 2012. And I started lecturing about it, and I decided my mission in life is to help businesses and people, to grow their business, to grow their personality by talking better, by explaining themselves better, by improving their presentation skills, marketing skills, sales skills, and this is what I've been doing since 2003. So I till now more than 2,500 lectures and workshops worldwide in 4 continents. And also in Israel, more than 100,000 people join my lectures in Israel. and I teach businesses how to, to talk better to clients, and invest in startups, how to talk more better with with investors. And I think everyone needs those kind of everyone needs those kind of skills. And what I realized, by the way, is there is a really big gap between what they teach us in the formal education system and what we actually need. Because you mentioned I also a lawyer and economist, so I studied 4 years in university for first degree and then second degree and Ph.D. And when I studied, for example, law, then they taught me everything, criminal law and private law and everything, except 3 things: how to talk in front of a judge, how to get clients, how to market myself as a lawyer, and how to write, some law materials. So, and then you go out to the field. What do you need to do? You need to do 3 things. You need to market yourself, you need to write, legal documents, and you need to talk in front of judges. And nobody ever taught you those kind of skills. And I can talk about any other occupation. So there is a really big gap that they tell you, if you do everything correct, you'll be excellent pupil in school, and then you'll be excellent student, and you do everything great, you go outside, you have the tools. But you don't have the tools. You don't have the tools, for example, what we do, public speaking, and and how to grow your business, how to get clients, how to be a brand, how to build a brand or professional authority. And this is what we come, the experts economy comes in, and we teach people those practical tools that no one ever taught us.
Yeah. And I find too, one of the things that I do whenever one of my keynotes is it's just a conversation, because in school, they teach you to memorize, and generally when you screw up, it's when you forget exactly what you wrote. But people don't know what you wrote. You just need to make sense. You need to be more engaging, and that means to be more conversational and bring energy and enthusiasm, and we don't do that, and that's why so many people in business at their 30s are like, oh, I'm not going to raise my hand to talk. I'm not going to say anything. People don't want to hear from me.
And people today, and people today also hide. I call it hide behind the computer, behind the screen, because they communicate through Zoom, through Tinder, through Facebook, and they almost don't communicate with one another. When we grew up, we had one-on-one conversations. We had a lot of frontal meetings, actual reality, lectures or workshops in reality. And today, most of the communication is through screens, and people don't know how to communicate with each other. And this is what I do. And I say that even if in the digital era, and maybe especially in the digital era, there still need to know, those skills, the presentation skills, the public speaking skills, the sales skills, marketing skills, because eventually people are people. And we think our mind thinks the same way as it did, 20, 30, 50 years ago.
Yes.
Or subconscious level. The subconscious level is the same. So our brain works the same as it did 50 years ago. So we need to know those skills.
Yeah. And, one of the things I coach is being able to be more engaging. So check up of your setup, because I can't tell you how many people come to be on my podcast or in a Zoom meeting, and they're in the dark, or they have their laptop on the floor, and I'm looking up their nose, and it's like, guys, to make you forget that you're online, you just do these simple tricks, simple things, but that's what you want to do. And I love speaking in person. I enjoy that, being able to reach out and touch people, but I can reach so many more people in this environment as well. So how can we help our audience not be afraid to be having their camera on and forgetting that they're talking to a little circle, but really understanding how much more impactful you can be in your life. So my question for you, go ahead.
Every lecture is actually a conversation, it's just conversation with many people. So if we talk to one another, it doesn't matter whether we have 50 people online, 500 or 5,000. Just talk to each other. The same if we're in now in a stadium. Okay, we just need to talk. And the more experience you have as a lecturer, you became more calm, and you understand the audience, and just talk to them as if you're talking to one person or 10 persons.
Yeah, and if you mess up, just admit it, laugh with the audience,
Yeah.
You know, I have fallen on stage, you know, and it makes that moment memorable. They remember you.
Yeah, authenticity is very, very
Yeah.
important to be authentic.
Mhm.
And there is some digital Facebook guy who told me years ago, he told me that people work very hard online on social media to be authentic. And, I laughed with this sentence because, you work very hard to be authentic. But what he meant is we take, 200 pictures of ourselves, and then we pick the most pretty one, and then we do Photoshop for this picture, and then we upload it, So it's not authentic, right? So this
Yeah.
is one end, but on the other hand, you don't want to be like 4 a.m. To picture yourself in bed and then hi guys, how are you? And then this is authentic. So you need to be someone. There's supposed to be balance, with
Yeah.
authenticity, but it's very, very important.
Right. So what do we miss when we're creating our marketing today?
I think most people, when today, we picture this in 2024, if I would like to get more clients and I will go to most of the consultants, they will tell you, okay, go and do campaigns, do marketing campaigns, pay to Facebook, pay to Amazon, pay to LinkedIn, pay to Google, and then start getting leads, potential clients. But the problem, it's good system, but the problem is that when you get leads, those leads are more expensive because each lead costs you money, and they are more cold because they don't actually know you. So they saw an ad, they click the ad, and then they say, well, what, Yaniv, what? Well, what do you do? Who are you? Tell me a little bit about yourself. And it's very annoying. And I tell all the time my clients, and I say it here as well, that before you start, campaign, you start spending money online, then you need also to start working on your environment, people around you that can be potential clients, and you would like your current clients to talk about you and be ambassadors for you. This is viral marketing, actually, that instead of me talking all the time about myself, I let other people talk about me, and they bring me clients, because clients are coming from referrals, okay, or clients from the past to come back, okay, they are better than clients that will come, or potential clients that will come from a campaign, because they already know you, they already trust you, they already like you, and maybe they already bought from you. And there are 4 stages in marketing and sales. There are 4 stages that clients need to overcome before they buy from you for the first time. First step is to know you. They need to know you, that you even exist, that you're in the field, that you're an option for them. And the second stage is they need to like you, to have a personal attention, personal chemistry with you. By the way, they don't need to meet you. They can see a movie. They can see, a movie on YouTube. They can see, watch you on podcast or an interview, or see you in the media, and they like you because something connected between you. Yeah. Stage number 3 is they need to trust you. We're going to talk more about it further on, but trust you is meaning that they need to trust that you are the expert you claim you are. And this only then there becomes the first stage. This is to buy from you, or to invest in you, or to vote for you, etc. So if people already know you and they talk about you, okay, and then people will come with their referrals, then they don't know you, but they know them. They don't like you, but they like them. They don't trust you yet, but they trust them. So immediately you get more warm up, clients or potential clients.
Right.
So viral marketing creates more clients, more easy, and with zero money. Okay, I don't need to invest money in campaigns.
Awesome. So you talk about the 10 commandments of marketing, negotiation, and persuasion. What are those 10 commandments?
Okay, so there are many principles in my book, 21st Century Sales Bible. There are 10 chapters, 10 commandments. Let me start by becoming an expert, because people will talk more about you if they think you are an expert. And my idea of expert is very wide. Let's say you go to a restaurant and you don't know the restaurant. You have many restaurants. You have a break. Let's say you're in a conference. You got a break. You go out. You go to a restaurant. And the waitress comes to you, and then what do you immediately ask her? What do you recommend?
What's your best?
Right? What do you recommend? What is good to eat here? Something like that. So by the way, it's worldwide. Everywhere in the world, people ask it. So let's think about it for a minute, because I don't know the waitress. I'm 47 years old. She could be 21 years old. And she represents the restaurant. So the restaurant told her what to offer me, right? They told her, if someone asks, I offer the steaks, because they are going we have lots of steak, and this is maybe the most expensive meal here. So what makes me ask someone I don't know, 21 years old, that represents the restaurant, what to eat? This is a very hard decision. The reason is that in this restaurant, she's the expert, because I don't know her, I don't know the menu, I don't have much time to eat, so immediately I go to experts. So most people, their default is, when I don't know something, when I need I have a problem, I'm looking for an expert who gives me the solution. Now, I can also gamble, I can go to a restaurant and I say, I don't want to ask no one, I would just choose some dish, okay? And then the dish comes after 20 minutes, and now it's go, no go situation, because either it's tasty or not. But if it's not tasty, then I'm screwed, I don't have time to get it back. I feel embarrassed, etc. So most people, they would like to get to ask the expert. So we need to become an expert. And if you become an expert in your field, then a few things happen. First of all, people talk more about you, because it's, again, viral marketing. People talk more about if they went to an expert or if they bought a brand, because it's they're actually marketing them, not you, but it reflects on them that they bought a brand or they went to an expert. Second of all, people are willing to pay more to experts than for regular products or services. And thirdly, people will argue with you less, because if you tell them something, you offer them something, you consult them about something, and they consider you an expert, they will argue with you less. So we need to become an expert in our field.
Very good.
Okay, so the second thing about viral marketing is you mentioned earlier that you fail on stage, or you do mistakes or something like that. So you don't need to be flawless, to be Superman.
Perfect.
I tell my clients, don't be Superman, be Batman. Okay, what is in front of your clients and audience? Now, what is the difference? Batman and Superman are superheroes, okay, and they both look human, right? But Superman actually is not human. So Superman came from another planet. So if Superman would deliver me a workshop, how to fly, okay, and I sit in the first row and I write everything he says, and he says, go to the highest building, go to the roof, check the wind, make the first step. I will do whatever he says, and then I will still fall. Why? Yes. Because I'm human, he is not. But Batman can tell me a story and say, okay, I'm a regular person like you. I developed, okay, I got tools and I developed unique powers, because I'm like you. I started like you. Maybe I started even worse, because my parents were killed by the Joker when I was young, and I was afraid of caves, and I was very afraid of bats and from the dark, and then I taught myself how to fly. So if you want, I would teach you what I taught myself, and then you listen to it. You listen to him, because again, Batman is an ordinary person like us that developed, unordinary tools. So I would rather listen to someone I think is like me than someone is flawless, and is excellent in everything, etc. So I say, talk about your failures, okay? Talk about not just, the success. Talk about your failures. Talk about the road. People see the success, they don't see the lab hours. So talk about the lab hours, the hours you worked on nights and weekends, and the no. We talk about marketing. So most people in marketing, or most businesses, they hear lots of no. More no than yes, right? Because you have the conversion rate, right? If you have, let's say, 20% conversion rate, it means that out of 10 people, 8 told you no and 2 told you yes. So I hear more no than yes. There is a line of lectures now, especially in high tech, but not just in high tech, but it's called fuck up nights. What is fuck up nights? That entrepreneurs tell about their failures, okay, and people would like to hear. There is a little twist, because most time the entrepreneurs, they tell, well, my first company, I was bankrupt, and my second company, I lost $10 million for my investors, and my third company is Facebook, or PayPal or something like that. So you almost don't hear things about, like, first company I got bankrupt, second company I lost $10 million for my investors, and today I'm broke and I live with my parents. Okay, you almost don't hear it, but so it's a failure, success. But people are willing to hear your failures because they want to learn from it. So if you are Batman and not Superman, then people will talk more about you and can identify more with you.
So good, very true. I always say perfect is boring.
Yeah, perfect is boring, and perfect is, it's not authentic, and it's not real,
No.
Especially on social media. But by the way, social media, we have what is called the Facebook illusion. Facebook illusion is, it's not just on Facebook, also Instagram and TikTok and everything. But you see people, other people's life, and it all sounds so perfect, because if I go with my wife to Paris for a romantic trip and we fight all the trip, then during the fight, I don't,
Take pictures.
put a video. I don't take pictures and take videos, But the moment we are not fighting, I put a picture with the Eiffel Tower in the back, and I upload a video, upload a reel or a post, and I say, feeling excited in Paris with few, red hearts, and then my neighbors look and say, oh, this guy is so lucky. What's the secret? Because if I go with my wife, we just fight. But these guys, they are so much in love or something like that. So when we look at other people, social media, just everything is perfect and excellent, and all our kids are doing great, and my health is great, everything, my business is great. All businesses, they would like to all the time, fake it till you make it. They would like all the time to show just success. But if you share, you show the success, it's good. But if you share also your lab hours and your lack of confidence and your failures, then people will be more identified with you.
Yeah,
okay.
so
Another commandment, another principle is a social proof. Social proof is a tool I like very much. It's especially for businesses who would like to promote themselves and to grow the business. And we mentioned the 4 steps that clients need to go till they buy, know, like, trust, and then buy. So if you're talking about the trust, then how can they know that I'm an expert? Okay, just because I say so? Because if I say to my clients, I am good at what I do. My products are great. I'm very good. I'm very professional. I'm very expert. Then it doesn't sound objective. It sounds subjective because I'm talking about myself.
yeah, right.
So obviously I'm going to speak highly of myself, and if I would like to sell you a product, obviously I'm going to tell you where this book is good, this bottle is good, this clothes is good. So obviously we'll say at the subconscious level, I'm now taking it to the conscious level, you'll say, well, he's selling those products. Maybe he's getting even, he get paid, maybe
something.
Maybe a commission for each deal. So obviously you're going to say it's good. So you don't actually believe me, okay? But if I tell you social proof, meaning objective evidence, for example, I will give you this shirt. I sold 2,000 units in USA this year alone. Or this shirt, I sell it in 40 countries. Or this shirt was won the prize of the best shirt for 2024. Okay. Or this shirt, I am also wearing this shirt. Or there are celebs, that wore this, or something like that. So diplomas and ranking and and articles and media coverage and data and amount of clients and celeb clients, all this data is actually objective evidence. So I'm not telling you buy this shirt or buy this book or buy this product because I say so. I tell you buy this book or whatever because others bought it, and I can show you evidence that it's good. So social proof, I love to give examples of restaurants. I'll give you another example. For example, if you choose where to go to eat, okay, and you're in a place that you don't know, and you have many restaurants, and you see 2 restaurants, one next to the other. One is empty, one is full. Okay, now they are both open. So the empty one, the owner stands in front of the restaurant and tell you, go inside, please come and have and eat. And the second one, the full one, you have a big line, a long line from the entrance of the restaurant till down the street, and you're starving. So which one do you go? You go to the full one, right? So logically, you should go to the empty one, and you get you will get a dish in a few minutes. But no, you go to the full one. You stand in line for a few minutes or few hours, and then you come to the entrance. There is a selector, which always makes me laugh because I'm a paying customer. I need to beg someone to let me in, and then I go inside and I still wait for a long time in the restaurant, right? So why do I do it? Because of social proof. Because when I see the line, I say to myself, at the subconscious level, I'm not taking it to the conscious level, but at the subconscious level, I'm telling myself, well, if there are lots of people here, it means the food is good.
Yeah.
Something is good, yeah. And if nobody's here, there's a problem probably. Now, I don't know it. I don't know the restaurant. I don't know the dishes. I don't know anything. I just see what other people do, and I follow them. So social proof is very important. So businesses, when you start a business or when you would like to grow your business, you need to take all your achievements, okay, even from other parts, other areas, other times in life, okay, you take those achievements and then you tell to the clients, you write about it, you show it in your office, you talk about it, and then people can trust you. They haven't met you yet, maybe they haven't bought from you yet, they didn't use the product yet, but they say to themselves, well, if all those people bought, or if this celeb client bought, or if this guy was on TV, or if this business, was ranked number 3, blah blah blah, then they know it's true. It's like we go to see a movie and we say from the director of Rocky 4 and Rambo 3, danger in California, okay? And I haven't seen the new movie, but I say, this is the director. I love this director. So if the previous movies, then I would probably love this one, and then I buy tickets.
Very true. Great advice. Time is flying by. I only have time for one more question before we share your information, but you gave a lot of things today. You talked about your 10 commandments. You gave us great ways of being able to start and create that viral marketing. When you work with your clients, do you give them a framework or a blueprint to be able to start this process, to be able to achieve viral marketing?
Yes, of course, because it starts by everyone should know what you do and who can they refer to you. So when I work with clients, both big companies and both small medium businesses, and also private people, I always write with them or to them some messages they need to show to the clients. Awesome. We write together, LinkedIn messages, WhatsApp messages, emails that they can share with their environment, that people who know what they do, and especially who they can refer to. We work on their elevator pitch, because once I talk to people and they ask what do you do, most people, they don't know to tell exact what they do, and they're just starting talking about the solutions, or about the codes, or about technical aspects, and not about the most important things in marketing. Who are my clients? Who is the target audience? Who can you refer to me? If I know who to refer to you, I know by definition 2 things. 1, what do you do? And 2, are you a suit for me? If I am your potential client. So I teach my clients how to talk. I teach them how to write. I teach them how to turn each client into an ambassador for them. Because like I said earlier, everyone is surrounded by ambassadors, and before you spend money, you pay Mark Zuckerberg. He has enough money, before you pay all those, all those social media guys, pay them lots of money. Let's start by using our data, our people. We start telling them what we do, and we start making them ambassadors. And if someone already was a client and is now disappeared, I can turn him again to be a better client, or to become a client again, and bring his friends. So this is what I teach my clients worldwide. Also, all the information is in my books.
Yes. Yeah, you have to have them understand the pain and the problem that you solve. And then that know, like, and trust comes into play. Okay, you know what my problem is, the pain I have. Do I trust you to help me get through this?
Yes, and people again, they are talking about viral marketing. People talk more about you if you describe exactly their problems and their needs, and not talk about you. For example, if you take I always say that if you're an expert, people are willing to pay you more. If you identify their problems, they are willing to pay you more, because the bigger the problem, the more I'm willing to pay. So if we talk, for example, or the need, not just the problem. If we talk, for example, if I take a regular bouquet of flowers and I try to sell it to someone, maybe I can charge, let's say, $100, okay? But if I call it a bridal bouquet, a bouquet of flowers for the wedding, then it costs $500. Everything involves in wedding, it's 3 to 5 more times. Evaluate it. So why people are willing to pay more for flowers for the wedding? Because they're not actually buying the flowers. They are buying the winning image, of a queen for a day, that I look wonderful with the flowers. I buy for the pictures, that they will take from me, and I can look 10 years from now with my kids and tell them, oh, look how beautiful mommy was, and 30 years from now with my grandkids and say, oh, look how beautiful grandmother was. And they are buying all that, this atmosphere and feeling and everything. This is why they're willing to pay more. So if I describe to people their needs, their pains, their problems, and then I can describe my my product and services, the solution to the problems, or an answer to the needs, or a cure for the pain, then people are willing to pay me more. And part of this conversation I need to do with others is describing the pains, like you mentioned.
And I think you really made a great point that I point out oftentimes too, is you have to make your audience feel something. They're not going to act unless they feel something. And so, again, being clear about what your message is and not throwing a lot of I in it, but the yous and the we's in your conversation makes them forget that it's about you, and they really see that it's about me, the audience, the listener. So awesome advice given
We
today.
talked about the know, like, trust, buy, the 4 steps. So the emotion is the like. If people see, they can identify with you, they all not only trust you, they also like you. And if they think that you are like them, they will like you. And if you describe their problems, they say, oh, this guy understands me. Okay, now I would like to buy from this guy. So because they like you, and that they maybe even that didn't even met you before, just saw a movie, just saw a video on YouTube or Instagram, but they say, okay, this guy is talking exactly about what I feel, so I want to hear more about him.
Yeah. And even the other emotion is really that sense of urgency that, oh my gosh, I have to right now get out my credit card. I have to right now contact Yaniv. I can't wait one more moment. And
Yeah.
so then that's what really takes your product and your service to higher stratospheres.
If you, for example, describe the problems, then you need to create a shortage. So, for example, because when a client tells you, well, I need to think about it, okay, or maybe we'll talk after the holidays, or maybe I talk with my wife, etc., then the basic assumption, the underlying basic assumption is that if I contact you a month from now, 2 months from now, that will make a difference. So the conditions will be the same. You will be available for me. The problem won't get bigger or something like that. And you need to to say, no, it's not like that, because if you wait, then the problem will grow. Okay. Or if you have a need now, the need is not going anywhere. Okay. So it's better for you to handle it now and buy this product, to solve your problem now, or buy this service to answer your needs now, than wait for a few months and keep suffering whatever the problem is. So this is why the bigger the problem, I'm willing to pay. And if I said to you, well, let me get back to you, or we talk sometimes, okay? I didn't say when or after the holidays. I didn't mention which holidays, which year, but after the holidays, something like that. Then I need to tell the clients, no problem, we can talk after the holidays. Just take into consideration that, and then I describe why it's urgent, why there is a shortage.
Yeah, awesome. Well, it's time now for me to share my screen. So if you're just listening, please go quickly grab a paper and pen. You should have been taking notes all along, but if not, go grab that paper and pen. So the website is, if you just search Dr. Yaniv Zaid, you'll find him. It's on persuasion.com.il. And again, that's persuasion.com.il, and Dr. Yaniv Zaid. For his Facebook page, it's Dr. Persuasion. And for Instagram, it's Yaniv Zaid. And LinkedIn is his name again, Yaniv Zaid. And also with Twitter. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Persuasion to be able to share with you what you could find on that persuasion.co.il. And
first of all, you can also, there is a shortcut. You can write drpersuasion.com, 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 and you will immediately get into my English website. And also, if you do Yaniv Zaid, YANIV in all of the social media, on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, etc., TikTok, you will find me over there. And I offer you lots of free videos, free articles, free tools, how to improve your marketing abilities, sales abilities, public speaking abilities, presentation abilities, negotiation abilities, how to grow your business, how to become a brand, how to build your professional authority. And also you can reach me out. I will give you now my private mobile and my private email. Okay, you can find it also in all of the social media, but I will share it with you now. Yaniv@yanivzaid.com. It's YANIV@YANIVZAID.com. This is my email, and my mobile is 972 800-1200. And I promise to answer any question you may have, and you feel free to read my articles, see my movies, and then reach me out, and I will be more than happy to help you. Small and medium businesses, entrepreneurs, public speakers, lecturers, authors, also big companies, marketing persons, managers of all ranks. I will happy to assist you.
Fantastic. So it has been just a really wonderful time having a conversation to you about viral marketing. You gave really great direction and guidance for the folks. I would recommend that the people do check out your book to really delve a little deeper in those 10 commandments, to see how they can use that direction and guidance in their business to be able to grow their business and have people talking about you. So thanks so much for being a great guest.
Thank you very much, Vicki. It was a pleasure and honor to be here with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And as always, I remind everyone, life is a journey, and it's up to you to enjoy the ride. This is Vicki Noethling, signing off.
Thank you for tuning into the Find Your Leadership Confidence podcast with Vicki Noethling, where we share impactful lessons that help you grow as an individual, grow your confidence, and find the positive and good within you so you powerfully and authentically become the best version of yourself. Remember to visit our website at www.findyourleadershipconfidence.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Find Your Leadership Confidence podcast.